No glasses this morning. We had a late night last night, but not hungover because didn't drink all that much. Whiskey Chasers in town, as you saw, and this afternoon, early afternoon, some people are going to come over. We're going to ride from my house up to a place called Starkey Ranch. It's going to be hot as fuck. Middle of an August afternoon, not pleasant in the least. So I've got a couple hours before I need to start getting ready for that, and so I figured finally gonna start doing something with the Goldwing. I'll talk to you as I'm taking stuff apart. Let's get in there. All right, so my goal first, well, today I'm just gonna start taking some things off, some plastics. The first thing I want to do with the bike though is I want to change the radiator and the valve cover so I can put fluids in it, so I can run it, you know what I mean? I don't want to leave it sit here like it is. A couple weeks ago I started it, just to make sure it still started. I didn't have fluids really, so I put a quart of oil in, and these things here I know how to get off. I've never taken off the fairing before. It looks like it's pretty involved. You have to take a lot of things off the dash. Valve cover isn't going to be difficult. The engine guard's not going to be difficult, at least that I'm aware of. So yeah, let's get going on it. There's one on that side. Yeah. You see these screws? Like I might be able to get this one out, but they're missing a little tray that goes in here. And these two are so rusted, I don't know if I'm going to be able to turn them or not. Fucking beautiful, man. Beautiful. I could drill these out, but I wanted to see if I could get vice grips on there first. I don't feel like plugging in power tools today. So this is what we're using. Perfect. I mean, I knew it would shear off, but I'm glad I did it that way. Whoop. I've been meaning to change these hardware out anyway. Looks like I've got a crash course. Get it? This one isn't going to be so kind to me. Come on, baby boy. Come on, baby. Well, this one's unscrewing. I'm still not going to reuse it. Perfect. Hey! Yeah, what I decided to do here was, even though this is all going to be trashed, I want to put the screws back in where I can. When I get the new fairing on, I can just kind of keep this over to the side and pull. You know how it works. You guys know how cannibalization works. So, alright, let's get the rest of these out. Okay, so the meme is all Goldwing maintenance starts with removing the seat. Thing about that is, I don't ever have to really remove the seat all that often. Oh, this is gonna be tough. So, when we wrecked, let's take a look here. When we wrecked, and my wife was sitting in the back, she hit this so hard that it bent this. So, yeah, we got a little bit of. You can tell it's kind of torqued the bolts a little bit. All right, for today. That's all we're gonna do. I know I didn't record everything. I don't think people like watching step by step unless you're specifically looking for tutorials. So let me just quickly show you what I did. I got the lower fairing off on this side. I got mirrors off. I got all the lights off. windshield off, seat off. I got this side panel off over here, the center dash off. I got a lot of this stuff in here. I'm going to cover this back up with the motorcycle cover. I've got some of my parts over here for now. I may put the seats inside so they don't get weather damage. My goal is to have this thing road ready by the end of this week. We'll see. I'm going to order some parts. I've never done this plastic welding, but I've seen videos about it on YouTube, like tutorials, right? YouTube University. So I'm going to learn a little bit more about that and order what I need to weld some of these plastic some of these pieces back together. So I want to be able to screw this stuff back in right, you know. I also have to learn how to get this off because you've got the reverse lever right here. I don't know how to get this off, but I know some of the mounting screws for the fairing are inside of here. So I either need to take that off or I need to make it really flexible. I don't know. So we're getting there. My goal, like I said, was the radiator and valve cover, but the way I'm going is I'm actually not doing that. I'm just kind of getting everything apart. So I'm gonna tell you what, man, there is nothing like having a bunch of good friends over. And at some point today, I think some good friends are gonna show up, but for now, I've got these people here. No, I'm kidding. You guys all know Kenny rode over from Orlando because this guy, well, you saw him last night. This is old news.
That's so last night.
Oh.
He was there.
Goes back to that memorable people conversation, you know.
We are all forgettable people. The sons of Bethlehem are not to be remembered. Keep that up. Who else? You guys were all in here. Just never mind me whatsoever. Got a bunch of cool bikes outside though. Maybe I'll show you those in a little bit. It's like a dirty Tampa sweaty biker invasion.
I don't ever want to do cases ever again. Did you do cases on like on a unit bike?
I don't know what's going on here. We're going to take off here in just a few minutes. We're waiting on the person who actually came up with the plans for today, and he asked me, hey, what's the plan? So it's already starting off swimmingly. We'll see you on the road.
All right, boys and girls, we got all the bikes, all the bros, all the hoes. Somehow I got in front of this whole gaggle of motorcycles. And that somehow is because I know exactly where we're going. Originally I thought Mike the barber and Sage were going to meet us at my house and then ride over together, but it sounds like they're going to meet us there separately. Josh told me I live in a grandpa house. I do. I'm a grandpa and I have a house. So that automatically makes it by default a grandpa house. Are you okay with the veterans? Veterans is okay? Okay. Alright, boys and girls, we are on our way to a place called Starkey Ranch. A good friend of mine lives up that way, and we've been there before on the channel. I didn't record a whole lot. And I'm up front, which really throws me off, because normally I don't like leading. But this time, because I know exactly where we're going, it kind of puts me in that role, I guess. So here we are. Sometimes I like looking forward to some of these backcountry roads. I really enjoy going up those pretty roads, but for the sake of time, we're going to hit the Veterans Expressway. We won't do anything stupid. We got some folks that don't have a whole lot of highway experience. It was so nice to have everybody over at the house. You know, Josh has said something recently and a few times about, you know, be nice to people. And that's something that, while I agree with fundamentally, I don't always practice. You know what I mean? So it's really nice to be able to bring people over to the house, have a few beers with them, and then head out together on motorcycles. I don't know, it's good fellowship. It's good fun. Having everybody over, talking about things that you can relate to with each other. You know, friends, just being friends with each other, which is essentially what this whole day is about. Just hanging out with friends. And I'm okay with that. We decided to have one more beer and wait for Alex to show up, because we weren't sure if he was going to be able to make it or not with everybody. I'm glad we had that one more beer, because right as everybody was finishing, he showed up. So it's good. I would hate for somebody to come over to the house see us all leaving or arrive and nobody's there at all. Man, that would really feel shitty. I know if I was in that position and I rolled up and nobody was where we talked about meeting, I would feel pretty bad about that. And, well, I may not feel any resentment and be like, fuck, man, they didn't even wait on me. So I'm glad we waited for him. All right, boys, we're getting real close. I had to turn off the camera for a little bit and listen to music. Man, there's nothing like riding motorcycles and listening to cool music. I'm not saying that I listen to cool music, but there's nothing like it, right? This is a weird spot where we are right now. It's Newport Richie, but because Newport Richie has a bad reputation, it's well-deserved, by the way. They like to call this area Trinity. It's like, oh, you live in Newport Richie? No. I live in Trinity. I swear. All right, here we are. Starkey. This might be called Starkey Market. I'm not 100% sure. It's in a place called Starkey Ranch, so this is close. Oh, look, there's Mike the Barber and Sage's fine examples of motorcycles right here. Look at that. Look at these motorcycle boys being here already. Look at this fine example of Tampa miscreants. Let's do it. Here we are. We all made it up to the pasture. I like to bring all my friends out into the woods.
The woods? This is white people having out here, dude.
Look at those woods. Look at those woods over there.
I bought this bike.
This is the most white people yuppie area that we could possibly find. And like I was saying in Helmet, these folks will not say they live in Newport Richie, even though that's their address. They will say Trinity to avoid any stigmatism. Stigmatism. They do want to avoid stigmatism.
Why would you want to say you lived in Newport Richie, man? That's where some of my favorite drug dealers live.
Bingo! Look at these motorcycle weirdos. You guys look like Tampaninians. Sage has like a very fresh shave going on.
Yeah, I did that today.
Is that a drink or your water?
Nicer than usual.
Is it really? No, it's not.
It's not much of a step up, but
Wow, you're not allowed to look
drinking?
handsomer.
A fucking high noon.
on ice.
Only my second time here, but first time eating this burger. So one thing, look at this. Look at this. Here we go. Superb. Holy shit.
Superb.
By the way, look below the video. You can buy Superb shit. It's all down there. I'm selling shit. Buy it. It's good. Buy it. If you guys have never met or even heard about Chris and I go back to 2000. 22 years. We're going to close out our tab, and I guess we're going back to Ybor. I thought Chase wanted to go. So, interesting thing about Chase, he's never seen a beach before in his life.
Never.
But he lives on a freaking island.
And I grew up in San Diego.
So,
I'm just kidding.
we were going to go to the beach, but instead we're going to Ybor, which is fine. They got beers there. Starkey Ranch, it's been real. It's a nice overcast evening this evening. WMBR 1976.5. It was really good to see my buddy Chris. I know a lot of times the focus is on all of my motorcycle friends, and Chris is decidedly not a motorcycle friend, but he's a good friend. I had two friends show up to my wedding back in 2002. Chris flew from Florida to be there. He'll probably never see this YouTube video because he's more about hanging out in his garage and drinking beer. I can relate. We got Mike the Barber leading the way. Sage right behind him. I think Sage needs gas, so we're going to stop and get gas before heading back to Tampa. I thought we were going to take Chase to the beach, but no dice. We're going to stop and get gas, head down to Ybor to the Dirty Shave. That's where everybody hangs out. So that's where we're going to be. So not just Chris. It was good to hang out with friends, you know. Worlds collide, if you will. If you look at our group of friends, it's like nobody's... I mean, it's a group of people in general, but nobody's the same. You got all kinds of walks of life in our group. And, I look at Chris and think, he's a complete outsider to the motorcycle side of things, but he's my friend. And
He doesn't care that I'm a nasty old Florida man biker. I don't care that he's a successful baker. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, Chris and I go back beer drinking, hell raising, pussy chasing, good time friends. These days, maybe we're not chasing pussy so much. Actually, I don't know about that. If you're married and you don't still attempt to get in them draws, you're doing it wrong, man. I love flirting with my wife. I love the thrill of the hunt with the one that I've been in a relationship with for over 20 years. It's still fun to me. It still matters to me. I think there's some debate on which route we're going to take. I don't think either one's going to be better than the other. It's either take this road to 275 and go down, or get on the Veterans Expressway and take that down and then hit 275 over. Either way, I think it's going to be a shit show. Thankfully, it's Saturday night, so I don't think it's going to be that bad. Oh, that breeze feels so good, man. It's not like the hottest day out because we have a lot of cloud cover, but it's hot enough where if you sit long enough in one place, you're just covered in this oily sheen, this whole film of nastiness. I can't wait for October and November. I love it. January is kind of rough, sometimes February, but man, the rest of it, it's fucking great. I don't have a whole lot to say. I'm not, let me open this up. You and I, we're here together. I don't have a whole lot to say right now. If I talk more, it would just be filling up time, and I don't need that. So I'm going to shut the cameras off, listen to some music. We'll see you down in Newport later.
Kyle let us out here in the middle of nowhere. It's so dark out here. I love it. And it's karaoke, so we might get wild. We might not. Let's see what's going on inside the 301 Bar and Grill.
Touching you, touching me, touching you.
Alright, boys and girls, it's now Sunday. I was going to turn on the camera a little bit further down the road because I don't like always turning it on in the same place every time. It gets kind of old and repetitive. But look what we have here. I'm sure you can see it on the lens of the camera. I was just commenting to my wife how perfect the weather is today. I mean, just absolutely perfect. It's overcast. There are some storms in the surrounding area, but if you look at like the radar map, it looks like they all kind of skirt around where we are and don't really commit to beating us in the face. But then I get outside. Oh, and the temperature. What is it? Fucking 81. It's fucking beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. So we're on the way down to a place called Retreat. I looked at maps and I looked at the Retreat. And the Retreat is something different than Retreat, so I had to be specific about it. Today is Whiskey Chaser's last day in town, leaving in the morning. I think he's hooking up with Josh and Shay later to do their live stream. And Mike the Barber, I think, is going to be down here. And I'm giving Chase his rap star shirt, the Shovelhead shirt. He left it at my house yesterday, and I thought I could hang out with the boys while also getting this shirt to him. I'm not going to stay out too long. After partying Friday night and pretty much all day yesterday, I kind of want to take it easy. I kind of just want to come back home, have a nice quiet dinner with the wife and the grandson maybe. Yeah, and then kind of rest up for tomorrow. Weekends go by so fast, don't they? God damn, they go by fast. When I bought this Triumph, they told me specifically, hey, you don't have to put in 93, 87's fine. It's an old habit. You know, it's a hard habit to kick. My gloves. I'm supposed to do a review on these gloves. Kimmy Moto sent me these gloves for free. With the condition that I did a review. And I never did a review. So I feel kind of bad because I accepted that contract, but I haven't done that video. I also have a backpack I'm supposed to do like a 4-minute video, and I haven't done that either. So sooner or later, soon, you guys are going to see these things. 113 miles, not bad. And I feel really bad about it because I don't want to come across like some other channels, people try to accuse of just being sellouts. Alright, so I'm kind of in a weird spot with my videos because the one I just edited today,
turn right,
to be released tomorrow, is the one about my wife and I riding together like a lot. But the way I had recorded all the stuff yesterday and last night, that was intended to be on here. So instead of this one being the start of a new one, it's going to be in the middle of that one, which is fine. I just, I know sometimes a lot of people have like just a shit ton of footage and put it together, you know, as they go. I like to have like specifically recorded, this is for this is for that. And very rarely it doesn't work out that way. And this is one of those cases. Oh yeah. I haven't really gotten on it, on this Triumph in a while. I've been riding it mostly with the wife. And or in the rain. Oh man, I'll tell you what, I get nervous about everything now since the accident. And then yesterday, you know, we had a whole pack. And, last night I wanted to play it safe out on the roads late at night. So I haven't really ridden the Triumph like I normally ride the Triumph. So it feels kind of good to get on it. I mean, I'm not getting stupid. I mean, we are in a residential area. So the area of town that we're going to is called Hyde Park. It's one of the higher class areas, maybe even hipsterish, which is fine. I don't want to talk too much on the expressway. I just want to kick back and enjoy the wind through my hair. And yeah, I'm sure we'll see you down there.
The sign on the door says no dogs allowed. How do you explain me?
You're welcome. You broke up that.
Not a damn thing. We are down at the Retreat Tampa, which certainly caters to the USF crowd. No, University of Tampa crowd, as it's like right across the street. So university kids and old people and Sage who still like to hang out with university kids. I said, old dude. Why do you have war paint on? War paint. Freedom!
We're gonna start a fight tonight.
This is my partner here. He already splooged all over the table, so we're gonna see what the hell happens here. The pressure is mounting. Hey, good news is Jack and I are perfectly paired because we both suck pretty bad at this game.
Alright, no rear-facing camera on this one. We're about 4 miles from where we're going to go. It's always good to hang out with people. I told them before I came up. Yeah, I told them before I came out I wasn't going to be out long. It was mostly to give Chase his shirt just to see him one more time before he headed back to New York City. It was good to hang out though. And at least this way we can see the Hillsborough River and part of downtown Tampa. Which I've said plenty of times is I like downtown Tampa. It's a pretty city. This Cappy's Pizza place is something that she heard about that has both New York and Chicago deep dish. Now, before you guys get into, I know that real Chicagoans don't really eat the deep dish. I understand that that's a touristy thing. But that doesn't mean it's not good. Things can be good without being authentic. You know what I mean? I think you know what I mean. Oh man, this is gonna suck if I have to stop at all. Look at all these lights up here. It's like a domino effect. Please turn green as we approach. Yep, I love metropolitan architecture. It's not that I really know anything about it. I don't know, I just like, when you come into cities, you see like the bigger buildings that were built in the last, I don't know, 40 years or so. Well, coupled with some of the historic looking sites. I mean, even this one, that's an old looking building. I don't know what it is, a hotel or something? Yeah, Hotel Floridian or something. The graffiti on some of the walls, I mean, that's coordinated and organized graffiti. It's a way different scenario than like actual graffiti, but still pretty cool, you know? And then you leave downtown and you're immediately in the inner city neighborhoods. So look at that. I need to come down here one of these days, man, and do the hipster thing and take pictures of my motorcycle with those graffiti art pieces as a backdrop. Because even though it's kind of played out, I do like it. Wash the bike up real good. Get some suspenders, a plaid shirt, a beard. I can get one of those real quick. Take some pictures holding a stout or freshly roasted coffee. I say it in jest, but live your life, man. Just enjoy you. Just enjoy you. Let's get up the road. I'll see you inside this pizza spot. I'm looking forward to it. We'll see you down there.
This has been one of the fullest weekends that I've had in a while. Lately, well, pretty much since the accident, I've been pretty content with not doing much or just doing our Saturday night bullshit with maybe an occasional. What?
I want to go potty.
He needs to go potty. I guess looks like that's what I'll be doing here in a minute. But this weekend, it was Friday night. We hung out at Ybor with the wife, riding down. Yesterday was pretty much all day. I worked on the bike a little bit, but then we partied for a while. And then today I didn't want to do anything. Had a couple beers, and now it's so nice. After, in the past several months, I've really enjoyed this newfound, and I told her this earlier, this newfound time that we've been spending together. So like yesterday when I'm out for 12 hours, I missed her. Maybe that sounds sappy and shit. Maybe she's like, shut the fuck up, you pussy motherfucker, but... Ain't that basic. You like hanging out with me?
I do.
What?
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's good to kind of wrap up the weekend as a family. We're about to have some fucking, hopefully, bomb-ass pizza. We'll rate it. Give me a minute, we'll rate it. All right, look at it. I'm excited for it. It's steaming hot. So I'm sure I'm gonna burn myself and die. But I'd rather die this sort of glorious death than almost any other death. Also, I ain't trying to hold it. It's too messy. It's like the Fat Boy Heaven opened up and little fat angels came down from Fat Jesus' side. And they opened up their wings and their little man titties flapped around. And they sang the praises. Fucking superb, man.
Superb.
Fucking superb. What do you think? Okay, well, I was going to go on a diet at some point, but now I'm no longer doing that because this is top notch. All right, welcome back, y'all. We had a great weekend this past weekend with Chase and all of the local fam. We are back. It's Monday afternoon, and I want to show you some updates on the Goldwing. I decided not to do like a whole video of exactly every step because it's kind of boring, right? But here she is without a fairing. And what I'm worried about when putting the new one on is it looks like this side, this is bent pretty good. This is bent really good. Gosh, I might have to look at getting a replacement mount bracket for it. This was a very, very involved process, let me tell you what, right now. She's ugly. I'm about to pull that right radiator, and then that'll be the first thing I do is replace that radiator before I start looking at other things. So, yeah, I mean, here we are. A little bit here and there. We're getting it done. Alright boys, well I was trying to do one more thing tonight, and I got this valve cover replaced. The gasket didn't want to go on it, I fucked with that, and then this bolt right here, it's actually sheared off. So, first fucking major snag, man. So I'm going to order another set of bolts, and hope to God I can get that out. I hope it's not sheared off flush. I hope there's a little bit for me to grip with some vice grips or something. I don't know. Kind of shitty, but again, what is a Mike Branch maintenance project without something fucking going wrong like that? So we'll see you back here. I need to calm down. I'm pretty upset about this. I'll see you guys in a little bit. So I'm sitting at my desk today and I'm looking at parts that I'm discovering that I still need on the Goldwing. This was during my lunch break. And I started looking on eBay and all Phillzilla, and I'm like, man, this is like $100-something, and I don't know if it's everything. And then I remembered, not only did my buddy Gunny Z tell me about it, but my boy Jack told me about this place. How you doing, man? Look at this. It's all Goldwings. The shop is called On Wings of Gold out in Brandon. They've got a little bit of everything. He's got some of the parts that I need. We're gonna go in and take a look, and then I'll get a closer look at some of these motorcycles. Let's get in there. All these Goldwing parts. This is amazing.
Yeah. We got a whole trailer about as long as this heater full of parts too.
Yeah, he was saying he had a whole storage for it. Got a shop dog. No shop is complete without a dog. That's fantastic. So for 50 bucks, I got this, well, $4. This was it's a rotor cover stake, those chrome plates that you guys see over the brake rotors. That's $4, 10 bucks. This goes on the cylinder head at the end. It kind of goes over the valve cover. And then for 36 bucks, this broke on mine. This is a fork cover. I'm ecstatic. So I'm gonna get out of here, get to the house, and then we'll see what we can get into later. If the yellow shirt of maintenance is real, then enter Exhibit B, the blue shirt of video ending. I swear I wear this blue shirt every time I end a video. Anyway, this was a pretty busy weekend and a really fun weekend. It was just last weekend. I've got some more stuff I'm recording this weekend that we're sitting in now, but I appreciate you coming along on this one, like always. I say that every video, and it's because I mean it. It's not because whatever, but I appreciate you coming along, man. We'll see you in the next one. The next one, hopefully we're gonna have a little swamp water up and running again. We'll see. And until next time, we'll see you later.